you want to fight, we can do it. Don't hug me.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Cleveland Terry. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk music. We're going to talk about this fiasco known as the Wiz Khalifa performance show when all hell broke loose. If you are a DJ, there's no way that you haven't seen what's been going on over the last couple of days. Now, if you believe just from the sound bites, apparently what happened was Wiz Khalifa got up to perform and the DJ didn't have this music that he was asking for. And Wiz Khalifa just blew up, started cursing him out, started talking trash about him, started getting physical with them. That's the way the sound bites look. It looks like just an entitled musician that feels like if you do anything that bothers them, they're going to let you know. They're going to embarrass you in front of, 500 people in a nightclub. The reason why a lot of DJs are a little more annoyed than usual is because this is a very common thing. This is something that happens more so than you know, where people just kind of belittle and treat the DJ like he has no power. We sit here and we take a lot of junk. This doesn't have to be even a nightclub. This could be a mobile event where a party planner's yelling at you to turn the music off, or the room is yelling at you because they got dinner coming out, or you're at a nightclub and you forget to play the song, or maybe you don't have a certain song and you're getting yelled at by them. There's a lot of reasons why we feel like all the pressure and none of the reward are on us as DJs. So when we see things like this, we automatically get angry because we've kind of all been through it. In my mind, I was thinking, okay, maybe Wiz showed up and the DJs weren't involved. The DJs didn't know. So they were kind of reacting to the situation of, oh my God, we got to get Wiz Khalifa's whole new album here. He's going to be performing. We didn't even know this. Let's try to see if we can pull it off a Tidal or pull it off a Beat Source. And maybe that's where the struggle was happening, because Wiz Khalifa wanted to perform and they weren't ready for him. And he was getting pissed off, like I said, entitled performer. You knew you were going to be performing tonight. Isn't your manager there? Isn't a handler there that has all the music on a thumb drive? Can you send him a link to the files? I'm just trying to understand why everything was so complicated. Where is your normal DJ? And those were all the questions I had because it just didn't make sense to me. And then more information came out. So Bootleg Kev, who happened to be at the event, tweeted exactly what happened. So we're going to kind of read through these things just so we're all on the same page. Okay, Bootleg Kev says, let's clear up this Wiz stuff. I was there with him, and the DJ and host were terrible. After messing up the performance 4 and 5 times, he finally snapped. I'm not condoning him for slapping the hat off of none of that, and I know he regrets that. After they abruptly cut the first record off and had some weird echo effect shit going on, he stopped and was nice.
We're on the same page. There's too many cooks in the kitchen right now. If you're having a good time, say yeah, dude.
You can clearly see Wiz is calm. Wiz is trying to just make everything kind of peaceful, and let's just get this figured out, guys. Let's just get it figured out. Y'all got too many cooks in the kitchen. Why there are so many cooks, I have absolutely no idea. You only need one DJ. That was mess up number 1. They proceeded to cut his records out of nowhere, getting on the mic while he was performing, which was after they cut off Black and Yellow 30 seconds in and restarted it. Notice Wiz telling the host, don't say nothing. It's my time. I've actually, in all honesty, in all of my years of DJing, I've never seen a DJ that wasn't the performer's DJ make judgment calls like that. That's weird to me. After the 4th time of botching a breeze of a job, if you're a DJ, Wiz lost it. The set list was emailed beforehand, downloaded it, press play, and get out of the way. Then we went to talk about Mike Danger, who apparently was the DJ of the night. Mike Danger is a good DJ, and from what I hear, a great guy. He had an off night. The host, though, was so out of pocket, it was flagrant, reaching over his DJ, turning down faders, overall crap show. last thing he said is, let's be clear. What should have happened was after the second or third mess up, he drops the mic and stops performing. What happened wasn't cool. That's a fact. Nobody's disputing that. Now back to my night. Okay. So, level-headed DJ right here, kind of spitting what he saw, what he witnessed at the event. Now, I will say this. As a DJ that is working the club, as the resident DJ or the guest DJ, whatever, if you are aware that you're having a performer come in and they provide you with the music and the set list and the download to grab the music. Normally, when I'm playing for a performer, my first question to them is, hey, do you want me to just hit play and literally let the thing play all the way down to the end? Or do you want to stop after every song and then you tell me when you want me to hit the next song? You know, that's kind of common sense conversation that you have real quick before you start. Now, none of these things take any amount of time or energy to do. It's a simple question. They didn't do that for whatever reason. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I wasn't there, but from what I'm gathering, it doesn't feel like they did. There are a couple of things that I think are just like absolute no's, no matter what. And this is coming from the performance side and the DJ side. On the DJ side, for whatever reason, the host, once he announces Wiz Khalifa, needs to shut the hell up, put the microphone down, and walk away. I don't know why any host would think in their wildest dreams that that was okay to do. That is never okay to do. I'm really shocked at that. Apparently, he was cutting the music out, talking over him, re-looping stuff, playing stuff back over again. Like, that's just stuff you don't do. This is a performance. This is a major label artist, and you have to treat him accordingly. You don't touch anything. The moment that song plays, back away from everything. Now, the only thing I will say, Wiz was wrong. No matter how much the DJ's screwing up, no matter how much you feel that it's making you look a certain way, when everybody in the crowd can see that it's not you making the mistakes. Everybody in the crowd can see, oh, that DJ, oh, that host, they're the ones messing up, not you. That still gives you no right whatsoever to threaten, to get physical, to use your security guard to push the DJ out of the way, knock off his hat. All that stuff is just disrespect. And as a Grammy-winning performer, you should be better than that. In all honesty, you really should have just stopped and walked away. Just be honest, but don't threaten. Don't say we can go outside and we can fight. You know, don't say how bad you are. These DJs are horrible. You know, this is people's livelihoods here. For you, it's no big deal. You walk away, you get on a radio station the next day and you talk about how bad it was and how horrible. Like this is a DJ's livelihood. And for whatever reason, could have been anything. For whatever reason, it didn't go according to plan. If you are a performer, don't you ever put your hands on anybody. Don't put your hands on the DJ. If that were me, I don't care who you are. I'm unplugging my computer and walking away. Flat out. Flat out. You're not going to treat me that way. I do not care who you are. There's no smiles. You knocked my hat off. You got physical. I'm leaving. And you might be getting sued. That's just facts. Okay? That's just facts. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. Will Smith felt slighted. Chris Rock took the punishment. Now, if Wiz was far more gracious, far more humble a person, he could have spun that in his favor. There are far better ways that he could get his point across, and he chose not to. He chose violence. He chose, machismo. Look at me. I'm going to put my power out there and make you feel small. That's where he went. He didn't need to. He's Wiz Khalifa. He's a Grammy-winning artist. Be bigger than that. Be bigger than that. And as far as the DJs are concerned, stop doing so much. You know what I mean? Stop doing so much. Be prepared. We just need to do a better job. If people just communicated for 5 minutes, they could have had Wiz stop for 5 minutes while they pulled all the music, if they didn't have it to begin with, and go over what the performance was. What are your expectations, Wiz? I'm here to help you. I'm not the host, the MC, thinking This is my chance to get my 15 minutes of fame. So let me overstep and overperform Wiz Khalifa, the dude performing? Come on, man. That's not how you do things. That is not how you do things. The DJ made a mistake, the host made a mistake, and Wiz Khalifa made a mistake. Now, who is to blame? Well, that's on you to decide. And put them in the comments below. Let's have a conversation about what we feel. This could go either way. I see both sides of this equally. And in my opinion, they are all in the wrong. Every one of them is in the wrong. Every one of them made decisions that affected the outcome of the event. And it could have gone completely different. But, that's the world we live in right now. Everything's about trying to show people, how good you are, instead of showing people how good you do your job. Because as the MC, as the DJ, had they just done their jobs, we wouldn't even be talking about this. All right, y'all. If you found what I said useful, hit that like button. If you found what I said really useful, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on the Instagrams and the Twitters. Get on my Discord because that's where we're talking about all things Cleveland Terry. And once again, leave everything in the comments. Let's have a conversation about this situation. Guys, girls, always a pleasure. If I don't talk to you later, talk soon.